Hello guys, welcome to our channel Staple Review. In this video, we will try to help you find out the top 5 best concrete saws on the market. With any project, it's important to use the right saw. Otherwise, you can cause premature damage to the blade and wear out the motor if the tool isn't capable of producing enough force to cut through the material. A concrete saw is specifically made to provide enough energy and torque to cleanly cut through concrete, brick, paving stones, and other hard materials. Concrete saws are typically corded, though there are portable options that are battery or gas-powered. The size and cutting depth of concrete saws can also range significantly, so it's important to know what type of saw you need and what projects are on the upcoming schedule. Take a look at the top products, review, and features in this video to help you find the best concrete saw for your next project. If you want to see their latest prices and more images, you can check out those links in the description below. Like the video, comments, and don't forget subscribed. Let's see the products one by one. 1. SKILSA WSPT 79 15 amp Megasaw Worm Drive Saw. This concrete saw offers the versatility of a handheld saw with the power and control of a walk-behind saw. The 15 amp motor is powered through a direct electrical connection with a standard 120V outlet. The corded connection limits the movement of the saw, but with an extension cord, the user will never run out of power during a cut. The saw comes with guide wheels to help move the tool along the top of the concrete while the blade cuts at a maximum depth of 2 inches. It can also connect to a water source to control concrete dust and cool the blade. This helps extend the life of the concrete saw, and it can make it easier to cut through hard materials like concrete, asphalt, paving stones, granite, bluestone, and limestone. Pros: 15 amp motor. Wet, dry dust management system controls dust. Motor increases cooling to protect blade. Guide wheels help move tool. 2. Rockwell Formanus 1 divided by 2 compact circular saw. Use this Rockwell compact circular saw for making small, precise cuts in concrete, tile, and stone. The affordable saw is lightweight and easy to hold so that the power of the spinning blade won't cause the user to lose their grip. It has an ergonomic, textured handle with enough space to hold the saw with 1 or 2 hands, and the trigger is located at the bottom of the saw, where it's always within reach of at least 1 finger. The blade measures 4/2 inches, allowing the saw to cut to a maximum depth of about 1 inch. Once the job is complete, simply attach a vacuum to the built-in vacuum port to clean up the concrete dust. The concrete saw has a 5 amp motor located in the rear of the tool, which gives the saw a more balanced feel. The blade is positioned on the left side to make it easier for right-handed users to see where they are cutting. However, this can make it more difficult for left-handed users. Pros: great for making small cuts, lightweight and easy to hold, balanced feel, built-in vac port for cleanup. 3. Skill 7 Walk-Behind Worm Drive Skillsaw for Concrete. The Skillsaw concrete saw is designed for accurate cutting from a standing position so that the user doesn't have to be on their knees to work. The saw sits on 4 wheels and has a pointer wheel that extends from the front of the saw to indicate to the user exactly where the blade will be cutting. This walk-behind concrete saw has a short power cord that needs to be connected to an extension cord in order for the saw to be used. Users can adjust the saw's handle to the ideal length, and when the job is done, it can fold down for compact transportation and storage. The 15 amp motor and 7 inches blade can cut through concrete to a maximum depth of 2/4 inches. The cut is smooth and easy when the saw is connected to a water source through the built-in water feed assembly. Finally, rust-resistant brackets and fasteners ensure that, with proper maintenance, the saw can last for years. Pros: accurate for use in a standing position. Maximum cut depth of 2/4 inches. Smooth cuts when connected to water. Easy to carry. 4. Mini Circular Saw, Jenner 6. 2A Small Power Saw. While a concrete saw is an excellent addition to the workshop, it may go months without being used. However, this compact concrete saw is designed for a range of different projects so that it's rarely left sitting for long. It comes with 6 blades, including 2 high-hardness diamond blades for tile, backer board, and concrete, 2 carbide-tipped blades for wood, and 2 high-speed steel blades for soft metal and PVC pipe. The concrete saw weighs just 5.5 pounds, but it has a 6.2 amp motor that can produce blade speeds up to 3,500 RPM. It cuts at a maximum depth of 1/7/8 inches, and it has a laser guide that helps to ensure the accuracy of the cut. An added safety feature is the self-locking trigger that needs to be pressed at the same time as the start switch in order to power the cutting blade. This helps prevent accidentally pressing the trigger and turning on the cutting blade, which can lead to serious injury. Pros: self-locking safety features. Can be used for a range of projects. Laser control line. Comes with 6 blades. 5. DeWalt FLEX VOLT 60V Max Cut-Off Saw Kit. This heavy-duty concrete saw doesn't rely on a cord or gasoline for power. Instead, it uses a lithium battery pack contained within a latched and sealed battery box for added protection from water, dust, and impact damage. The concrete saw also comes with a fast charger and an additional battery so that when one battery is spent, the second is ready to go. The saw has a 3/4 inches depth of cut, and it can reach up to 6,500 RPM with a simple trigger to control the flow of power to the blade. The dual-sided water feed system on the safety guard helps prevent the risk of inhaling concrete dust, and it has the benefit of helping to keep the blade cool, allowing the saw to cut through rebar, steel, concrete, and paving stones. Pros: uses lithium battery instead of a cord or gasoline. Comes with additional battery. Dual water system keeps blade cool. Quiet. What to consider when choosing the best concrete saw. Finding a concrete saw to cut through brick, tile, concrete, and other materials doesn't need to be hard. Consider whether a walk-behind or handheld concrete saw is best, then move on to more detailed features, like the cutting method, depth of cut, and overall performance, as well as a few other important considerations detailed below. Types. Concrete saws fall into two main categories: walk-behind concrete saws and handheld concrete saws. Walk-behind concrete saws sit on a wheeled base that attaches to a long handle. The user can direct the saw's motion and control the power output to the blade through controls on the handle instead of crawling along the ground for an accurate cut. However, walk-behind concrete saws are typically more expensive and aren't suitable for small, precise cuts. Handheld concrete saws are most commonly used for DIY projects and precision cuts. They can range from small one-handed saws that weigh between 5 to 10 pounds to larger two-handed concrete saws that need a wheeled base to be used properly. In many cases, these saws can also be used for other materials, depending on the type of blade with which they are equipped. Cutting methods. A concrete saw is typically used for dry cutting, but some have built-in water feeds for wet cutting to pump water to the area where the saw is working. Dry cutting refers to cuts made in concrete, cement, stone, or other material without using a lubricant like water. This method creates a lot of dust, which can be harmful if it's inhaled or if it gets in the user's eyes. Dry cutting also wears out the blade at a faster pace, so it's advised to use water while cutting concrete whenever possible. Wet cutting is a great way to extend the life of the saw and the saw blades. By adding water to the area where the saw is cutting, the dust produced is trapped, reducing the potential inhalation hazard. The water also acts as a lubricant, cooling the blade and allowing it to move more freely through the concrete. Depth of cut. Consider how deep the concrete saw and the blade it comes with can cut. Some hard materials, like paving stones and tile, aren't very thick, so a saw with a deep cut isn't necessary. However, if the saw will be used for working on paved driveways, roadways, or sidewalks, it would be better to invest in a heavy-duty walk-behind concrete saw with a deep cut. Portability. Many concrete saw models are powered through a long electrical cord or attached with an extension cord. This gives constant power to the saw so cuts aren't interrupted, but it can be a hassle to constantly worry about the tripping hazard posed by the cable. Thanks for watching. If we helped you out in any way, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next videos.